Hello, Ellen. Long time no see you, and thank you for sending me Yang Yang. She's a lovely lady, and she will be a great healer if she practices. All right. I totally changed the subject on my presentation because, oops, just checking the YouTube. Because today I had a new client. Over the phone, he told me he has a lot of anxiety. He came, is a very fit guy. He does martial arts and has a lot of anxiety, difficulties breathing. And then he told me, the other day when I sat to meditate, I fell down and I hit my head against the wall. Instantly, I have a thought. And I asked him, do you smoke marijuana? And he told me yes. This is it. That's all I need to know. There is a lot of buzz about marijuana, that is the miracle thing that cures cancer and everything, and that's rubbish. Marijuana could calm down, mask, push down pain for a little while. That's it. And what happens is very simple. We have an energy body, our energy field, the aura. That energy that some people can see is comprised, is formed by the energy that our chakras absorb. When we have blockages, or chakras that are transducers, are things that absorb energy from the source, from this energy that is omnipresent everywhere, the healing energy that we call Reiki and we use in our energy healing. And transform that energy in an energy that our body can use, and also in a shield around us to protect us against toxic energies. Yes, my friends, the aura is a shield. Picture that we are knights with a shield made out of energy. What was the Achilles heel, the weakest point of the shields of the medieval knights? Well, wherever there wasn't a piece of metal covering them. The eyes, where they have this square so they can see. When we have toxic energies, our aura shrinks. When the aura shrinks, these toxic energies that we call entities get attached to our bodies. Now, with marijuana and any other drugs, let alone crystal meth and ecstasy and all the other new drugs, street drugs that are there, our energy field, our aura shrinks so much that we almost have none. And people who smoke marijuana get all these toxic energies. Characteristics of people who smoke marijuana are paranoia, deep anxiety, and they are paranoid that somebody is chasing them, that there will be a ghost, that if you don't lock the door of your apartment, somebody will break in and do something bad to you, and things like that. All right. I checked his energy field, and sure enough, he had 6 energy blockages or spirit attachments in the second chakra, where most people have that. Have 2 superficial energy blockages that are like clouds. Let's see if I find my favorite picture. Okay, I have these pictures of the... for some reason are not working, these pictures. Okay, I don't know what happened with these pictures. No one is working. Okay, you remember the the picture that I have of the energy blockages. I will just look for them because chakras, no, energy blockage, auras. I don't find my favorite pictures. Alright, I'm sorry. Here! I found it. Energy blockages. Got it. So those energy blockages are superficial energy blockages, are things, cloud of energy that just block the energy to come in. But there are other deep levels of energy blockages that we call the energy cords or spirit attachments. And there are even deeper. This gentleman have two deep energy blockages, energy cords with these toxic, very toxic entities. He has two also from two women, and we talk after the session, and he identified them, and have these two energy cords of women here and two superficial and the same here. No, actually he has 4, 3, and 3 superficial, which is too much for a regular person. And he practices martial arts and he tries to meditate every day. But he cannot make it because marijuana, smoking marijuana defeats the very nature of meditation. Meditation is to make contact with the energy, with the manifestation of God as an energy. You cannot do it if you are smoking marijuana. You cannot do it if you have anxiety. The only way to do it is calming our mind through real meditation. All right. So after the session, and he started feeling uncomfortable because I knew when we do our healing, the hands goes from the hand and down, and my first instinct was to go straight to the second chakra, remove these toxic entities. But I didn't do it. I wanted to do in the standard way, and I did it quickly. And when I got here, he asked me, can I move my hands up? I said, no, you are a martial art man. You know how to control your body and how to control your mind. Just be with the uncomfortability, because when people have this level of toxic energies, these entities are controlling that person already from the mind. They control your minds and are telling them, get away, because they will get rid of these toxic energies. We are having fun bothering you 24/7. Remember that these energy blockages and entities are energy parasites absorbing people's energy all the time. And I will tell you a story. So anyway, when we finish a story about me, remind me. When we finish the session, he tells me, I feel weird. I feel very light. I haven't felt that light for a long time. It's not like me to feeling that light. Why do you think he was feeling light? Because all this CRAP energy, all these toxic energies were removed from his body. And it's a feeling, very cool feeling when you feel free. I remember I was interviewing a great healer, a friend of mine, and I asked her, what is the goal of your practice? She thought for a while and she said, liberate people from unnecessary suffering. On an interview that I did, she said, let's make them free, let them liberate from these toxic energies. And when you are free from these toxic energies, guess what? You feel free. And I will tell you a story. In the last 3 months, I was feeling weak. I was thinking, well, I turned 60. I am getting old. But it was weird because it was a little sudden, that weakness. So I had to do a lot of effort to wake up early in the morning, to go to exercise, to do my work. And one day, about 10 days ago, I developed an unbearable pain in my lower back. And I knew it wasn't me, but I have no clue. So I asked help to a couple of healers, friends of mine. The first session was at a distance, didn't do much, but the second came as a surprise. This great healer friend of mine texted me and said, "Do you want a session?" She knew I had a back pain. I said, "Sure." Last Wednesday, I didn't go to Toastmaster to my weekly meeting because I wanted to take care of myself. So it was 9, no news of the session, 9:30, 10, and 10 she tells me, "Okay, are you ready?" I said, "Yes." So I had a half an hour session and I felt great. A day later she tells me, "I found a huge, heavy energy cord from you to this person." I said, "Oh my God." I have an energy cord like this picture, the ones that I have to, the screens like this one. I have an energy cord and a heavy one that was dragging my energy 24/7, and I have no clue. And I know that this energy cord was invisible to other great healers, like either came to see me, Reiki classes that I had, students. And after that, since last Thursday, a few days ago, I feel phenomenal. So I am telling this story for you to know that this could happen to anyone. When we feel weak for no reason, when we feel dragging, when we feel that everything takes 2-3 times more effort than usual, is because we have these energy blockages, or what is worse, we have these energy cords from someone, from a person, from whatever it is. Usually are from people. All right. I will do a little commercial right now because I am kind of excited on this event that I'm going to do next week. I'm going to just play a few seconds of this video. This is going to be next Sunday at 11 or 12 noon in Redondo Beach. Your name is Rosie?
Yes, since I was born. Hello, my name is Rosie Lopez.
My name is Carlos Caridad. Where is going to be?
Redondo Beach.
Redondo Beach. And what we are going to do is a group healing session. You come lay down on the sand and we both together are going to perform a group healing session. Now, tell me your experience on the group healing session that you participate.
I feel all the energy. It was the same as you were doing the session just for me. It was the same feeling, the same thing.
All right, that's my commercial. If you live in Los Angeles area, I invite you to come. I think it's going to be remarkable because I never heard that two great healers, get together to do an event like that. And it happened to me once. About 2 years ago, a great healer friend of mine and her mother, who is another great healer, sent me a distance session. They were in different countries. It was the most remarkable healing experience of my life. We're going to start our healing session. After the healing session, I will tell you what we are going to do next Thursday in Spanish. All right. For people who are new, just lay down on. Okay, Goddess. Hello, Goddess. How are you? I am talking to the people in YouTube. Morel. No, more love. I'm sorry. Ruby. Hello, Ruby. Is the feeling of paranoia an entity? Ruby, the paranoia that people who smoke marijuana develop is the result of the entity. And I can tell you because I have a friend of mine, very good friend of mine, that he occurred to him that to get enlightenment, look at the stupidity of the mind, he has to smoke marijuana. And the paranoia he had, he was living with me for a year. It was difficult to live. Luckily, he left on his own. And a friend of mine, great healer who can see the energy, Ruby, told me, I was dating a man for 9 years. He was my fiancé. We were thinking of marriage. And he started smoking pot. I saw how the entities took over him. I had to leave him. A romantic relationship of 9 years. So this is serious. This is serious, and if you have respect for yourself, if you love yourself, that means you feel comfortable with what you are, and you are not going to let people run your life to be dependent on somebody. That's why I love the Santana song, Nobody to Depend On. Do you remember? Ain't got no one, no tengo a nadie that I can depend on, no tengo a nadie. So it's a great feeling to be free. So people who smoke marijuana have entities, and the entities produce this feeling of paranoia because it's one way to control. It's the mass control that the government does, that the pharmaceutical industry does, with fear, the medical industry. That's what it is. Thank you for your question, Ruby. So let's do the session. Joe, my friend, how are you? Big hug. This man is doing the Pacific Coast Trail from I think Canada, all the way to Mexico. Hola, Chela. Joe, it's a pleasure to have you here. Why don't you take please these 30 minutes and get a healing session? And I would like to give you more sessions on your long trail. So, Hola, Ana, ¿cómo te va? So, for the new people, you lay down on the bed, make an intention, I am receiving an energy healing session from Carlos, that's all you need. And then make an intention, I don't want this anxiety anymore. I don't want this emptiness in my heart anymore. I don't want this loneliness anymore. I don't want this back pain, headache. And then make a deeper intention. I want the root cause of all these toxic things that we don't want to be dissolved. Those are the energy blockages or the energy cords. And after that, just feel your body. Feel your body. The session starts right now. Here. All right, I am back. If you are enjoying the piece, enjoy it. You don't need to listen to me, my mumbo jumbo. Feeling the peace is the most precious feeling that we can have in this world. So if you are in that state, just stay there. Summarizing about marijuana. Now you may saying, why do you talk about that if you have never tried? Well, I don't need it. I just tell you what I see of people who have tried. And the interesting thing is, all these people that I know, they are not smoking marijuana because they are bad people. They do that because they want to numb a pain they cannot handle, they cannot process. The client that I told you today, he's a very nice guy. He doesn't know how to handle this stress, the stress in his martial arts. And then he told me, I grew up smoking marijuana. I quit marijuana for a long time. I started smoking 6 months ago. I quit for a week and then I smoke again. So, feliz cumpleaños, Hilda. La pasé muy lindo el domingo. So, the problem is when we have a pain, let's say a broken heart. Let's say we grew up in a family where our father didn't treat us well. That I see that all the time. Women who has been mistreated or abused even for their own family. How do you handle that? So it's very difficult. So some people resort to marijuana. And then marijuana calms momentarily or temporarily that pain, but doesn't get rid of the pain. So you have to process the pain with energy healing, which is the easiest way to process any kind of emotional pain. And the best way is daily meditation. And I'm going to talk about other things. CBD, the one who doesn't have the THC. I didn't buy this. I interviewed a doctor for my Healing Cancer in this Century who starts selling commercializing, selling CBD, claiming that it's good for some people to sleep, for pain. He gave me one to see if I can sell to my clients. I didn't even sell one because I don't want to. So one day, he gave it to me about 3 years ago. So I use it for my back pain, but I put one drop on each finger. I think I did in this finger, and I rub it, and the pain went away all right temporarily for a few hours. And even I felt a little high, but doesn't have the THC. But again, this is temporarily. It doesn't fix anything, doesn't cure cancer. If somebody gets a big turnout on their life because of that, hallelujah, but this is not the panacea that will heal everything. So, and I end up this after 3 years, and I'm not going to get any more. Oh, I have 3 drops there. So all this stuff, all this external stuff to numb, to heal something internal is temporarily. Do you remember when last week I read from the big book Messages of the Body? There is always an emotional trauma at the root cause of everything we have. My back pain had some kind of that. Have that energy core that I didn't even know I had. But I'm pretty sure I collaborate with that, consciously or unconsciously. In my case, was a mix of both. I didn't know that was that bad. So, if you know somebody smoking marijuana, tell them that to try energy healing and to practice deep meditation, which is the simple meditation that we practice the first Tuesday or Thursday of each month. And I'm going to do a little advertisement because today I received the most lovely, beautiful video testimonial I ever had. This. Oh.
Hola a todos, les saluda Luis García. Y yo voy a comentar.
This lady sent me this lovely testimonial. Let me see. Oh, no. There we go. So I asked her permission. She will let me use her video next Thursday. This lady healed a very stubborn infection in the vagina, and she says in this testimonial, it's in Spanish.
Les un poco sobre cómo encontré a Carlos Caridad en Facebook. Bueno, yo un día buscando información sobre tratamiento de infecciones.
So she was looking for a solution for her stubborn infection, and she found me on Facebook. I told her, where do you live? Hoping that she was in Los Angeles area. She said, I am from Guatemala. I said, well, participate in my sessions. And then, since I recommend to participate in my sessions, even if they were recorded before, she did it. And in a period of 2 months, this infection, which is very bothersome, she told me, I tried medications, I tried different treatment. The treatment worked while I was taking the medication. I stopped the medication, everything came back. After 2 months, she's free of the infection. So I will show it next Thursday for those who speak Spanish. Maybe one day I will translate it to English. All right, my friends. I don't know why nobody asked me anything. Okay. Goddess, completely relax my body after a stressful day. Now I can fall asleep. I am very happy, Goddess, for you. If you have any experience, please, I would like you to I would love you to share this, because it will help other people. So yes, you can heal with these distance healing sessions. I heal from many things. Hello Anne, how are you doing? And hello Berta and Irma. And if you are in a need of a healing session now, go to any of my videos. It's easier to find them in Facebook, in my Facebook channel. And listen, and this lady, Judith, the one in the video, told me, finally this infection healed when I heard your video where you were talking about controlling toxic thoughts, something like that. So she listens to the session and participates of the 30 minutes healing session, even though I'm not live. And there is a reason why they work. So if you are in Los Angeles area, I invite you to come this coming Sunday. The registration is all in my Facebook. For this double group healing session we are going to do with Rosie. And I have to go because I have a client coming soon. I love you all. And makes me so happy to be with you. Again, today I was very tired because I went to exercise, to the sauna before coming here, and I was really needing a nap. I see you next Thursday or Tuesday. And makes me so happy to be with you. Again, today I was very tired because I went to exercise, to the sauna before coming here, and I was really needed enough. I see you next Thursday or Tuesday. It makes me so happy to be with you. Again, today I was very tired because I want to exercise.